Hey, what's up guys? Skills WG here and welcome back to another Brawlhalla video. Today we're doing replay review! Yeah! Yes, we're doing it again. Let's go, baby. Let's do it. So, today we got another reviewer here, a replay here, I should say. And this is from, on Discord it goes by Whistling. And this is, I'm the Scarlet. I'm very inconsistent. I reached 1700 elo and I dropped all the way to 1400. My biggest shortcomings are failing combos regularly, misinputting several times a match, and generally having some bad habits, such as always following up side light with chase dodge down light, even if they have dodged it literally every time during the match. Okay, so the quality of this is not very good, but we're still gonna go over it. We're, you know, just because someone may have 1080p 60 fps quality recording, I'm not gonna like down them for that. As long as it is watchable and I can understand what is going on, I am not gonna, anyone who like says, oh, I don't have any good recording or something like that, don't worry about it. You can still record it as whatever you can that is makes it watchable and able to, you know, do it, so we can get it in here. So once again, before we get started, hit the like button down below if you do enjoy this content, and if you are learning from this, hit the like button. It really helps me out. And if you guys want to drop off your own replay, you know, the only way I have right now is record it, put it up on YouTube, unlist it so only I can watch it, doesn't matter, and then go into my Discord, which is the link down below, and there's a hashtag Brawlhalla replays file. You go in there and just type in, the rules are all there. So let's start off going into this one and seeing what is going on. All right, well, I'm gonna stop right here. So I'm gonna show you something that is hard to learn, but it's something that you could look at. Okay, so after you got your hammer here, that down light is pretty, that down air, sorry, is pretty good. I do like that down air. It's kind of like a defensive reaction down air, and it was facing towards opponent, so it's very good. But here, the guy backs up. You do a good jump right here, like where you jump back up to like bait out anything he does. He goes over to the side. Now here's the thing. You did a side air really far away, okay? Your bait was far. There was no way you were going to reach the guy, but you still went in expecting him to do something. When you want to punish something, an attack, you want to be punishing it as it's ending, because if you don't, they can do literally any other movement and mess you up. Okay, so let's just say, like, this is what I did here. You went up and punished, or he went up here to bait his attack, but he went away. I personally am, I know you're too far away. You just are too far away to a side air. You're just hoping he'll go in. Don't ever hope that he can do something. Don't ever guess that he's going to do that when you've never done it before. Wait for it. What I would have done is you jumped. I would have gotten right here and then jumped again to maybe see if he does another attack, which a lot of blasters people do, neutralite or a jump down air after they miss. Just speaking on experience here, a lot of hours. Okay, anyway. And then if you did that, so if he did a neutralite, which I believe he does, and you jumped again, you'd have been in a perfect position to do a down air right here. Or if he did a jump down air, a side air. Spacing is something very hard to learn, and it's scary to get used to it. But you just had to realize that you can't expect him to just dodge in, and you weren't close enough to punish the attack. So what happened is you did a side air and you got neutralite and recovered, which I believe you could have dodged out of also. Nope. Yeah, okay. So you attack, it looks like you attacked right away. You tried to attack maybe. You could have dodged out of that. So be careful, try to learn what you can dodge out of because neutralite has no true combos. You can dodge out of anything after that. Okay, so here is an idea. So this is a pretty good punish opportunity right here. So he missed. Okay, so that one is kind of hard. You were already jumping away, so it's not really a punish opportunity. But this next part here, right here, he does a dash in neutralite, and you're in a really good spot to dash in and punish him. The thing is that the problem is that you went to punish with a signature, which is a very slow move compared to a side light or a down light. Now a down light probably wouldn't have hit because the neutralite is kind of long range for the blasters. So I would have dashed in and done a side light. Side light has a very long range hit attack, especially with dash. So try to punish attacks with light attacks rather than heavy attacks. Because that, and plus if you look at his health, it'll do more damage than a light attack, but you won't get anything off of it, and it's slower. Like I said, it won't hit as often as a light attack will. So this is one of your things again, okay? One of the things I've seen you doing more often is expecting the dash in. I used to do that a lot too, and it's something that I've gotten away from. You have to use your movement to get into that close range to attack. So what you did here is you kind of waited him out, which is fine. You know, you kind of were like, okay, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna see if he attacks me. If I can punish him, which he didn't. But what you did there is you dashed in. Look how far away he is, right? He's very far away. And if he was to go in and you know, you would have hit him. The problem is I haven't seen him being very aggressive as a character, the Cassidy. So you shouldn't expect him to go in. Now there is times when this works really, really well, and that is when you see your opponent being aggressive. So looking at my opponent, I want to give you the reason why this is a bad idea. For one, that if he's not being very aggressive, even if he is being aggressive, a lot of people aren't aggressive on the ground. So a neutral sig might have been better. Anyway, so when you see this guy before, you'll see this guy, look, he does a backdash side light a lot of times, right? He attacked you, so he's going in. And then, so he goes away. That one, a little bit of a dash in. He's waiting for you. He's going, after everything he does, he backs away, right? It's kind of a very simple little thing to notice, and it's hard to notice early on, but he's kind of going away from you a lot. So when you did that sig, where you waited for him, you shouldn't have expected him to go in because he's usually going away from you. So what you do in that situation instead is try to use your movement to move in, jump a little bit, go back to the ground, move up. Try to get him to where he's not hitting you and you aren't hitting him, but you're going to be close enough range to punish attack. So speaking of this is something I've learned to beat passive players. I wouldn't say this Cassidy is exactly passive, but they have a little bit of the traits that a passive person would. Okay, so the Cassidy does like to backdash away and do a lot of attacks like that. Now you see how they're going away like that? See how they're backing away like that? That's because a lot of people want to go right at them and try to attack them without being in the range they are in. So what I've learned throughout like playing the game to beat passive people, in this situation we were doing before where you neutral sig instead, or that's a down sig. You down sig instead, I would have jumped. So let's just say this guy, I've learned that he's backing away. He's kind of a passive player. This means that if he's not being very aggressive, you use your movement to get closer to him to kind of make him feel uncomfortable. Okay, if he's a passive player, he's gonna feel uncomfortable with you when you're very close to him. So you jump towards this guy, or you move towards this guy somehow. If he's not attacking you, you can jump. If you kind of play really quick, you got to learn to move your movement a little better to get closer to people. But you move a little closer to him, you know, whether it's dashing, jumping, getting towards him, trying to get around him so he makes a mistake. And there's two things you could do. If by the time you dash and jump, you get to about here and he's about here, he will either do two things. He'll either still back up or dodge away, dash away, or he'll do an attack, and if he hits you, bad of luck. If he misses, then you can punish that attack being above him. You gotta expect a lot of the moves to come out that come out. But if he does dash away again, what I like to do is dodge towards him if I'm in the air here. Dodge towards him and do a side air. Because while he's here, you have to kind of expect he'll go away based on his movement he has right now. So he's dashed away. He's done a lot of light attacks dashing away. You get to here, you do a dash forward side air, and more than likely that would hit him versus a neutral light might hit you. Or you can do a dash towards him, reverse down air. So it's just a thing to think about for people who are having trouble with passive players, especially at this rank, is try to hit where you think they will be based on their movement. They're trying to stay away from you a lot. Hit them all the way at the edge of the stage. Move towards the edge of the stage. They will not attack you. And I've learned that. All right, so so this is also, you see another situation here where he does what you're trying to do. Okay, so he gets close to you. See how he's in a pretty close range to get hit, but also he's moving away to not get hit. And you see what you do is you actually see that reaction of him, right? So well, watch this right here. He jumps towards you and then backs up because he expects you to see you close and go for the cider, which you end up doing. And by that time, you're too far away and you side air, and then he's in perfect position to punish you. Okay? So the two ways to like deny that, like I said before, dodge towards them. Okay, if you are missing them a lot far away, if you feel like they're spacing you out so good, try to do a dodge towards him and then side air. Okay, he won't see it coming. It won't work every single time because they might get used to it. But this situation would have been one of those situations. You're close. I would have dashed towards him and side aired, because then he would have been in the prime position to attack because you're used to him running away from you. Just try that a little bit more if you see people that are spacing you out a lot better. I will say I do like what you're doing here with your dashes, okay? Your chase dashes. You did this. You mixed them up with that. That was pretty cool. And going down like that, expecting the recovery, pretty cool. That was a good nair. Pretty good side light. Oh, there you go. See, that was some good play right there. I like that. Everything you did there was really good. Even where you look at that. Look at that. He was still moving away from you, but you were following him and you got him. You're in the right position to attack. When he was going away from you, you kept following him. But that doesn't work. That doesn't happen all the time. Okay, once again, just don't use signatures when you're in orange and he's in yellow. Or white even, okay? He's in orange, or you're in orange. If he hits a downlight recovery, that's almost death for you. He's in white. A signature will do nothing to him. It will hurt him, but it won't do any. Best thing for you to do, white health has, I believe, side light to neutral light is true on, or no, neutral light to side light is true on hammer. Side air to neutral light is true. All those things are true combos that you could work on. And the truth is, like you said, you don't really have, I haven't seen you do any true combos. I haven't seen you do many side lights. Do a lot more side lights. Side lights are one of the best on this weapon. The hammer, I mean, I've seen you playing the hammer the most. Side light is one of the best moves on weapon. Down air is really good too. Try to use some side lights instead of signatures here. Oh, you know, it's crazy. He did exactly what I didn't even see that part, but he did exactly what I said. You did a down sig, and he punished you for that. It was a little weird punish, but he was able to punish you for it. And jump side up there. See, you got that one. That was pretty good. Side light. There you go. Sig was okay. It wasn't that bad because it was a follow up from a move. So I'm not really calling that side light. Okay. Now, I believe that is something you can work on with your combos, your follow-ups. You see you did it. I believe that stomp side air is true. It might not be in low health like that, but I believe it's still true. So you would have to go to your training mode and just practice a bunch of those combos. Because that would have been a good hit there. Ooh, you're so close. You did so good right there. You did so good, just didn't follow up with anything. You moved, look at that. Oh, that was so good. So, you moved close to the guy, right here, and then did a reverse jump away, right? And then he was unable to hit you, which you could have side aired right there, but instead you just jumped away again. You're not gonna be perfect. I'm not perfect, no one's perfect, the pros might be. You're not gonna punish everything, but that was a really good move for you to do that. So just to, you know, throw out there to keep an eye on, that was really good, and you still punished him and hit him anyway. Get munched, dude. Okay, once again, I see a sig here that doesn't need to be thrown out. Once again, you're in red. He's in white, yellow, do not use signatures, especially initializing your attack. If you do a stomp, jump, side air, followed by a side sig, then that's a little better. But don't initiate a attack with a signature. It's not at this health. It's even if it hits, it's not going to do a lot. It's going to do damage, but it's not. Stomp, side air does probably more damage. Side air, neutral light does more damage. You want to use light attacks early on, and then only kill with signatures. Once again, you see the same guy did the same thing. It's hard. So he did a signature here, right? You were so late to the attack that he knew he could back away and attack. It's hard to understand and get used to it, but the more you look at these things, the more you'll get used to it. So you wanted to punish the attack, right? You wanted to punish the signature, but you were just so far away. What you could have done, instead of punishing his attack with your own attack, you could have moved towards him to be aggressive with your movement and jumped again, like dashed in, faked what you were gonna fake that you were going to attack him, and then jump away or jump up above him, because he might want to do something. If he thinks he might dodge, and then you could punish the dodge, or he might do what he did, move away. But you're just too far away to actually punish him. In the moment, it's very hard to figure that out, but look at your gameplay, or when you're playing, try to see if, like, am I in range to attack this guy as he's finishing up his signature, or will I be too late? Think about that. If you're gonna be too late, just move towards him and don't attack and see what he does. If you think you're like, oh, I can easily punish him, because you've had a couple good punishes in this game, but then there's a few of them that are like this, where you're just so far away that you aren't able to actually punish him, and then they move away and hit you. Because the higher you go up, the harder it is to punish people. It gets harder and harder the more you get. Right here. Okay, yeah, right here. You got hit. So he missed you, you missed him, but then he did a light attack and you went for the punish of the light attack, right? You punished the light attack, but you were too late. So he did a neutral light, which has a very low recovery frames. And what I would have done in this position is, okay, he's doing a very quick attack. I'm going to wait and see what he does. So I'm going to jump again to bait out what would be a dodge, or what he's been doing a lot of, dash away side lights. He's been doing that a lot this game, with both blasters and hammer. So I would have jumped again because I knew I probably couldn't punish it, and waited out to see what he did. But you attacked instead, and he was able to dodge it and punish you for it. So learning your when you can attack and when you shouldn't attack is going to be good, and using that movement to get closer to him and to bait out what he could do next. Because not only are you trying to punish his attacks normally, you're also trying to punish what he does after an attack. Sometimes his attacks being so far away from you are bringing you in closer to him, so he can punish you. But if you think about what will he do next after this light attack, you may be able to punish. Like sometimes I've fought people who spot dodge all the time. It's still something that I have trouble with, but I know that if I get close to them after they do a light attack, more than likely they will spot dodge, and I can jump at them or dash towards them, and they'll just spot dodge, and then I can just punish them for that movement. But it's what they did after that attack that is how I get it. So what he could have done after this attack is what you could have punished, rather than punishing that specific attack. So maybe think about that when you are trying to play the game. Also think about not only how far you are. If you could punish them, if you're really close to them, you can punish them pretty easy. But if you're farther away and they light attack, move towards them real quick, whether it's a dash or a jump towards them, and see what they do next. What is their reaction after they attack and miss? Is it a dodge? Is it a dash away? Then you can maybe learn what to do next and go after that. So this is another example of waiting for, this is an example of exactly what I said this guy does a lot. He does, so you let's see what happened here. He had a recovery, and then he missed a down air, right? He missed it down here, so what did he do? He moved away and sidelighted. That's exactly what he's been doing all game. So what you could have done, instead of side airing right here, he was in a okay position, but he's been moving away from you a lot, remember? So what you could have done is fallen down here, and then get into position where you think he thinks you're attacking him, and then jumped up again and see what he does. Because he's been doing a dash, or like not even a dash away, just move away, sidelight all game. So boom, jump. It's what after he does. It's what he does after the miss attack. That was a really good play. I like that a lot. That rocket lance play right here. So boom, did it. I like the dash. You're pretty good with chase dodges. Continue to do chase dodges. Left, left, up. I like that a lot. Keep doing that. And you know, you got pretty good. Now you're in a neutral game again. All right, got you there. Okay. One of the things I did also notice, I believe, is that your movement and play is very one-hop grounded play. Let me check and make sure. Let me look through this again and see if I'm confirming this. Okay, so I rewatched most of the replay again. It's actually you are a one-hop grounded person, but you did do a lot of two hops and stuff like that, so I wouldn't say that's really that bad. One thing I did notice is you did a lot of side airs with hammer, a lot of jump, falling side airs towards your opponent without doing anything. And where there's times where sidelight is a better idea, getting on the ground doing sidelight. There's a lot of side airs and a lot of neutral airs. That, especially side airs. Side airs just seem to stick out to me. Like, you did just so many of them, and you got punished a lot for them. Not that side airs are bad, it's just you use them in wrong spots where you could have done a side light if you got to the ground. You didn't do a lot of down airs either. Another side air that right there you missed. But there's a few more, I guess, ideas I could throw in there for you. Okay. Then we'll go into a training lobby, and I'll show you some ideas. You can throw in more stuff into your kit for hammer. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually hilarious. It random to Cassidy. What luck is that, huh? What luck is that? Okay, so what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna show you. So let's just say this Cassidy that we were playing against does a lot of this, right? So, or backdashing, or just moves away from you. And on the edge, let's say they're close to the edge, they want to get away from you, then they backdash away. So they end up right here, but they're starting like right here. So you're in the position that you want to jump around them. But they're gonna backdash and sidelight, or they're gonna backdash and just be away from you. Doesn't matter. They're gonna end up in this position, but they start about here. So you're jumping around waiting for them. So instead of doing this, right, and missing, because he's gonna backdash away and get punished for it, do this, right? Dodge towards him. Obviously that didn't work, but like that. A dodge towards. You could do that. Oh, we probably should keep him in the same spot there. So you jump, dash in, and side air, right? So let's do that, like that. If they are moving away from you, you could also do, especially if they jump a lot, dash towards a neutral air. If they're gonna go away and jump, it even hits grounded if you do it right. And then also down air. Reverse down air is probably better. If I can do that right myself. Right? So not just side air, but other things work too. Because if they jump a lot, I expect them to jump a lot. A nair will be good. A dash towards down air will be good. So they expect them to attack, dodge through, and down air. Now I can't do it right because I'm not very good with hammer. But there you go, something like that. Or honestly, getting through and side airing is really good too, because then you have a lot of position. But you have to work on that. Getting close to them and dodging through and attacking. Or dodging towards them and attacking. So a lot of times when people dodge through, like if your person is here, they dodge, especially on the edge, they dodge through and attack the other way. Because they expect the guy to go in for some reason. Well, when someone's going away from you, you got to learn to dash in and dash and attack farther away than you think you would. So an idea to put in your head, when you get close to someone, try to dodge in towards them and attack far away, because this happens like even if they're on the stage more. If they're like right Right there. And let's just say that Cassidy's right here and wants to backdash away. If you're over on this side of the stage and he's trying to get you, do the same thing. Look at that. You expect them to backdash and go away from you, but you can dodge in towards them and side air them and, you know, kind of bop them like that, right? It takes a little bit of getting used to it for timing because I'm not even used to this for hammer. All right, so some like hammer tips I want to throw in there for you. And this is hammer mainly, but the other tips work for other weapons, right? It doesn't work for just hammer, right? It works for everything. If you have the rocket lance, if you have blasters, you could just dash in, dodge in towards them, down air. It just depends on the weapon, of course, of what attack you'll do. But this will get people who backdash away into this spot a run for their money because they'll try to get away from you, but you're trying to dodge in and you can't. Okay, so just think about hitting them where they're not. All right, so let's get some things that I want to add into your gameplay, which is more side lights. So you said that you like to side light after every side light. You like to let's see, what was it? Chase dodge. It was side light, chase dodge, stomp. Right now, let's look at the stun time. This is not a true combo. It's 5 dodge windows, right? It may be. That's about what I'm getting, but it may be a little bit better than that. So let's just say you say they dodge out of it, right? You do that every single time. Let's just say they dodge neutral, then they can punish you now, right? I want you to do this. I want you to, and this works with other weapons rather than just hammer, but hammer specifically. If you sidelight them, I want you to wait and see what they do. Just don't do anything. Attack them. What do? They spot dodge. Okay. Now you can do that. The problem is a stomp dash downlight will hit somebody who doesn't have a dodge. So this guy dodges. Boom. True. There. Everything after that is easy going. Do they dodge? If they dodge in, dodge reaction. Let's just go off. Let's just do simple ones. Okay. Let's say they dodge. You attack them and they dodge in towards you. Same thing, right? You could do the same thing. You could do. Let's see how do I do this. Boom. Look at that. Okay. If they dodge away from you, you can dash towards them and hit them. That one doesn't work. Maybe you could do. Let's see. There you go. It's all about what to do next. Okay. Don't do a dash. Just do a side light and wait. The thing is, here's another thing. Just because they do it once doesn't mean they're gonna do it multiple times. They could mess you up next time and do a different move. That's the point of like messing you up, messing your brain up, right? But if they do it once, they're more than likely able to do it a second time. I've hit people like this before, where they just do a side light, and they keep dashing in, and I keep hitting them. When you're in training mode here, I want you to work on your stomp. Turn on the stun. Show stun on, and then let's get these dodge reaction. It doesn't really matter, but I want you to do a stomp, jump, side air over and over until you get it right. Okay. So at low health, so you see it's in yellow. There's stomp, side light. Stomp, side light will hit yellow. Early on the health, they'll stomp, side light is true. There's no combos in between. You can't do a side air because they're at too high of health. So let's bump them up a little bit here. Now that are 100. Work on hitting that true every time, because if you're too slow, you will 5 dodge windows, they could have dodged out of that easy. So work on getting that quicker to less to nothing is what you want. Do it over and over again, multiple directions. See, I messed up there. And then you got to try to bring that into your game. Another one that you could do at low health with dodges is if they're close to you, jump down air like that, or you can do a what you call a dash jump down air like that. Just easy like that. It works at a lot of health. It's hard to do, but it works. It does work. So it's something you can do. It's just some other things you can throw into play. Use light attacks when punishing. use more of your light attacks, do less side airs, and that should be it. Hopefully that helped for you. Right? That one took a long while, but I hope you guys enjoyed the content. Hopefully, remember a lot of the stuff I told you works for not just Hammer, not just Scarlet. It works for everybody. It's hard to get used to, I know. But one of the things is you weren't, even though I said like, oh, you gotta watch for what the person does a little bit, that's still hard stuff to get used to. One of the things you gotta get used to is using more light attacks to punish attacks, using more side lights, using more, one of the things is more dash side lights too. Dash side lights hits far away. See how far away I was? That hits so far away, and then right after that side light, see what they do. So, whoop, what do they do? Nothing? Okay, stop. Using dashes is your attacks is gonna help a lot. Like that. Try to get a distance away from your opponent. Boom. If he's gonna dash away, dodge through him. Okay, that'll be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. There's a lot of information in that video. Hopefully it came through good enough and you understand it. If it's too much, if you don't understand what's going on, please let me know in the comments. I could try to do my best to explain it. And I hope to see you in the next one. But anyways, have a great day. We'll see you next time. Peace.